What is up, everyone out there? This is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 4 for the Nintendo. I guess we left off with Drill Man. I guess he's like most imitating Robot Master there is. Well, except for Pharaoh Man. I mean, no one is better than Pharaoh Man. I don't know how many times I gotta say that, but I missed the deal already. But yay! This is the last, technically the last Robot Master stage we gotta go through, and then we go to the final stages of the game. Haha! And if you guys remember, all the way from the beginning of the game, it turns out it wasn't Dr. Wily this time. It's just some dude named Dr.CosSACK, or I believe that's how you say it, and I believe he's Russian. And you guys will see what I mean in about 5 minutes or so when we actually get there. The actual stage for Drill Man isn't entirely... it's okay. It's not that difficult except for, except for right there. I almost got my ass handed to me. But there is a abundancy of spikes for some odd reason. And they decided to throw these little douchebags at me. I hate, out of the whole game, I think these enemies are the worst, just because they are kind of quick, and they're like right up on Mega Man's ass, so I don't know. But overall, the stage isn't too bad. It's kind of plain, if you ask. Well, actually, if you look through the background, you see like the steel pipes and whatever the hell that is. I think that looks cool, but the color aspect is like, I didn't like that red, pinkish color they used. I don't know. It's a really weird shade. But yeah, we got an energy tank, so that makes 7. Yeah, so we're definitely set to use these energy tanks in the last couple stages of the game, because it does get a little difficult if you don't necessarily, if you either one, you never played a game before, or just, I mean, if you have never played a game before, or you're just not that good recognizing the patterns, then it's a good idea to have energy tanks. In this area, you'll see on the top, you see arrows coming down, which indicates that that's where the rocks will come out. And then that lever I just pretty much stepped on, jumped on, just reveals where the ground is, which isn't really hard to figure out. I mean, if you just jump kind of ahead, you'll find out, like, right there, you know. And the rocks will come down, just try shooting it before they break up, so you won't get hit for, like, debris. So watch out for that. These little douchebags. But yeah, see, this stage isn't really hard. I mean, kind of quick, like 2-3 minutes, and I believe, the dive missiles are the weakness. And you see how, like, his Mega Man still barely changes, all his body just changes white. But there we go. This is Drill Man. Haha. I will say I got my ass handed to me when I was playing, fighting this boss right here. You'll see what I mean. I'm gonna be dying like 3 times. Yep, see, there's one. But I really think it's because actually the only time I played this game and actually beat it, he never gave me any trouble. I was fine. I beat him on my first try and it was all good. But here it's like, I don't know what happened. I mean, his drill, and if you actually even hit him, he does take a good amount of damage away from you. And I really wouldn't know what a technique would be to fight this guy. I mean, to me, it's like, just try getting out of the way. It's like when he bears underground, it's like, don't stay one place, but you might get unlucky. He might hit you where you are standing. So that's kind of a game of luck right there. But overall, try jumping as high as you can to jump over him. And common sense is, you see a missile coming at you, you better get the hell out of the way. See, I think right here, this is where I got pissed off, and I'm like, screw it, I'll just use one of 77 energy tanks. I mean, because I think we'll be getting a lot more even in the final stages of the game. So we shouldn't really worry about that. So people are lucky if they even get like 3 of them. So now we got 6, so it's all good. So yeah, so now we got this fight in the bag. You know, just one more hit, and kind of like the way that was zoning in on him. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't realize, the dive missiles are homing missiles, which I guess does make it cool, but like that last part right there, sometimes it may not directly go to the robot master and just keep running in circles until it finally hits him. Granted, it's a cool pattern, but it's still it takes more time than needed, really. So now we get the drill bomb, yay! Which would be the weakness for Toadman, but Toadman was so pathetically easy, it doesn't even matter. And since we beat Drillman, we got the Rush Jet, which turns Rush into a little flying thingy. Little flying thingy is not. That's whatever. Oh my God, that's Dr.CosSACK. And oh my God, we're in Russia. I don't know where we're at, but I don't want to. Let's say I don't want to be racist or rude to the Russians or anything, but you know, like Russian architecture, a lot of people associate with that big round thing on top of the buildings, like even a Tetris, they even have it in there, or just any pictures of Russia I've seen. There's always like that one building or a couple buildings that have like a really round tip to it. And I mean, I find it cool. I really like architecture and stuff like that. It just to me, it's like I didn't know if that was like a Russian staple or what was up with that. Okay, but I'll just stop about talking about buildings. And yes, of course, is a dreaded ice stage. Apart from underwater levels and stuff like that, I really don't like. Oof, yeah, made me yawn. But I really don't like ice stages just because of the pure fact that they add really unnecessary difficulty in platforming games, and it's definitely not needed. I mean, come on, look at this. We have little narrow pathways. You see, I died. So we have little pathways, and it's easy to slip off. I mean, you can see like even if you're trying to start running, it takes like a good second to actually go forward. And then, I mean, if you try stopping, then you're screwed. If you jump and like correct yourself, you could watch yourself from slipping, but it takes a little practice. At least for me, it does. I mean, I am definitely not a prodigy in any of the Mega Man games. Although I still am somewhat not to say grateful, maybe just a little happy that I can at least beat one, but I only beat this game using a save stage, which, yeah, it's a little bit of cheating, and I guess that was the only way I could beat the game, which sucks. I mean, I'm sure if I put enough practice into it, I would be able to beat the game, but I just don't have time to keep, putting in the password, playing through the stage again, So save states are just like, hey, why not use it? But yeah, but you know what I mean. I think the only game I was actually close to beating without using save states was Mega Man 2. And this is even before, I was using emulators back then too, but this is before I even knew that they had, save states. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I would actually, anytime I would lose, I would put in the input code, the passwords, and I'll keep playing and playing, and I got really far, actually, except I died in, one of the last few Dr. Wily stages. And then something came up, and I could never play the game again, but you never know. So here, I'll just show off the Rush Jet, because I really hate the aspect of climbing up a ladder and dropping down and climbing back up. So I really don't like that. So I just decided to cheat and use the Rush Jet. And I'm just gonna cheat here by using a turbo controller. Ha ha ha. And oh my lord, it's the first Dr.CosSACK robot thingy boss fight. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. And the ring boomerang, whatever it's called, is definitely the best weapon you could use here. I don't know why, the ring boomerang always takes off a good amount of damage on the specified weaknesses. I mean, even on Dustman, it took him out really good. And this guy isn't really hard. It just, I was being a little cocky because I thought there was a part where you could touch of the robot. I think it's the red. I think you could touch those wings, but I'm not really sure. But I don't know. But it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to finish him off, at least for right now. So, yep, as usual, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Mega Man 4.